It was supposed to be a joke. The kind of teasing that happens in gyms when politicians visit for photo ops. Nobody in that mixed martial arts facility expected John Kennedy, with his southern drawl and unassuming presence, to take the challenge seriously. He was a man more often seen behind microphones in the Senate chamber than standing barefoot on mats, surrounded by fighters hardened by sweat and discipline. But what happened next would leave everyone, fighters, trainers, and even the black belt himself, speechless. The story began on a hot afternoon when Kennedy visited a local community center in Louisiana. The center wasn't just a gym, it was a safe haven for troubled youth, veterans struggling with PTSD, and kids searching for confidence. The black belt, a respected martial artist named Marcus Delgado, had trained there for years. Marcus was known for his sharp wit and playful attitude, but also his deep respect for the art. When Kennedy arrived, most people thought he would just shake hands, give a short speech, maybe take a few pictures. But Kennedy didn't come for cameras that day. He came because he'd heard stories of the center's impact on broken lives. He wanted to see the work firsthand. Walking past punching bags and sparring mats, he stopped to listen to teenagers talking about how the gym had kept them away from gangs, how training had given them purpose. He shook the calloused hands of veterans who said martial arts had been their therapy. He was deeply moved. Then Marcus, with a grin, called out the challenge. "Senator, care to spar?" The gym erupted in laughter. Everyone expected Kennedy to wave it off. Instead, he looked Marcus dead in the eye and said softly, "Why not?" The laughter died instantly. People exchanged nervous glances. Surely, the senator was joking. But Kennedy slipped off his jacket, loosened his tie, and walked toward the mat. His movements weren't clumsy or hesitant. There was a quiet confidence in the way he rolled up his sleeves. Marcus chuckled, still thinking it was all for show. "All right, Senator, don't say I didn't warn you." What happened next shocked the entire room. The black belt went easy at first, moving with playful footwork, expecting Kennedy to stumble or quit after a few seconds. But Kennedy didn't flinch. He matched Marcus's movements with surprising steadiness. Then, when Marcus feigned a light jab, Kennedy slipped it with the reflex of someone who had trained before. The gym erupted in murmurs. "Wait, he knows what he's doing," one fighter whispered. In his youth, Kennedy had trained in boxing, long before his career in law and politics. It wasn't something he bragged about, but the discipline of the sport had shaped him, teaching him patience, humility, and the importance of standing tall when life threw punches. Those instincts had never left him. As the sparring continued, Marcus began to push harder. Kennedy took a hit but didn't back down. His face flushed red, sweat dripping.